Have you ever wondered how one weapon system can change the course of an entire war? This is the story of HIMARS, the game-changing American rocket artillery system that turned the tide in Ukraine's favor. From precision strikes on Russian ammo depots to crippling supply lines and command centers, HIMARS has become more than just a weapon. It's a symbol, a turning point, and a strategic nightmare for Russia. In this video, we dive deep into how HIMARS entered the battlefield, how it works, and why it changed everything. In June 2022, the US confirmed delivery of M140 to HIMARS to Ukraine. At first, it was just 4 systems. But what they delivered was not quantity, it was capability. HIMARS brought with it the ability to launch GPS-guided rockets with a range of up to 80 kilometers, with pinpoint accuracy. For a Ukrainian military stretched thin and facing massed Russian artillery, this was a revolution. Unlike traditional artillery, which relies on volume and area saturation, HIMARS is about hitting the exact target. We're talking ammo dumps, bridges, logistics hubs, and even field headquarters. Ukrainian forces didn't need hundreds of shells. They needed one precise hit, and HIMARS delivered it. Russian troops soon began to fear the night, because HIMARS often strikes at night, when movement and logistics ramp up. Videos circulated of massive secondary explosions from destroyed Russian supply points, a clear sign of accurate targeting. The results were immediate. Supply lines to Russian units in the Kherson region were disrupted. Ammunition warehouses were reduced to smoking craters. The Antonivsky Bridge, a key supply route across the Dnipro River, was rendered impassable after repeated HIMARS strikes. That move isolated Russian forces on the West Bank and eventually forced a retreat. For the first time in the war, Russia had to adapt. They moved ammo depots farther from the front line. They built fake decoys. They dug in deeper. But even then, HIMARS adjusted, adapted, and kept hitting targets. Russia tried everything. They deployed air defenses. They relocated high-value targets. They even launched propaganda campaigns claiming HIMARS had been neutralized. But satellite imagery and ascent investigations told a different story. Each week, new footage appeared showing successful HIMARS hits on Russian S-300 launchers, barracks, fuel trains, and more. Russia's defense wasn't working because HIMARS could hit from outside the range of most counter-battery systems. And the psychological effect was massive. Russian troops began to refuse to stay in large groups or near ammo dumps. Ukraine didn't just use HIMARS, they built a whole strategy around it. They began conducting deep strikes to shape the battlefield. Before any major counteroffensive, HIMARS would soften the enemy, eliminate command structures, and blind Russian logistics. Combined with drone surveillance and local resistance intel, HIMARS became the centerpiece of a smart, asymmetric strategy. Commanders didn't just fire rockets, they planned campaigns around HIMARS capabilities. And the US, impressed by the results, increased the number of systems and resupplied with thousands of GMLRS rockets. The success of HIMARS in Ukraine sent shockwaves through military circles worldwide. NATO allies began re-evaluating their own artillery doctrines. Countries like Poland, Romania, and even Taiwan placed orders for HIMARS. It showed the power of precision, mobility, and satellite-based targeting. And it proved that a small number of systems, when used wisely, could reshape a battlefield. This wasn't just Ukraine's advantage. It was a glimpse into the future of warfare. HIMARS didn't win the war. But it gave Ukraine something more valuable: momentum, precision, and hope. It forced Russia to change. It slowed their advances. And it gave Ukrainian forces a tool they could trust. In a war defined by asymmetry, HIMARS became the great equalizer. And its legacy will go far beyond this conflict. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Because this war is not just about the present. It's about the future of warfare. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a lot more exciting content on the channel.